We managed to make it into the harbor. Do I want to do anything in here yet? I don't think so. We better go back and stick to the plan. I mean, I am so tempted to look around. This looks like a new area, new opportunities, you know? Maybe new loot. Is this where we originally came from? Hold on. I'm a very confusion right now. No, this doesn't look right. Oh god, am I lost? Numerous empty bottles of Commodore Red and potent Pilsner. Makes me wonder, have I been here? We found our jacket up here too. At least 3 packs worth of cigarette butts. The plot thickens. I'm trying to understand what I'm looking at here. Is this the yard with the body? Because if this is the yard with the body, and it connects to the apartment complex, I am interested. Let's have a look at that. The door is locked and cannot be opened from this side without a pass card. Are we locked inside? Guess you have no choice but to talk to the union leader. The union leader? Oh no, oh no. Oh my, what have we done? Oh shit. I might have made a huge mistake. Show me the map.
I bet there is no fast traveling here, is there?
Guess we're stuck here. Forever.
Numerous empty wine bottles glisten in the rain. Someone partied really hard here.
Wait. How hard?
Well, they went through 6 bottles of potent Pilsner, 3 bottles of Commodore Red, and almost 4 packs of cigarettes. It must have been pretty hard.
Did I do this?
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you.
This is really sad. I must have been miserable.
Yes, this scene isn't exactly ripping with joy. Let's just move on.
He turns to leave. We know where I've been, but we don't know where the suspect has been.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud.
So this is where René works. I'm gonna look around.
If you must. But please hurry, we are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
Take it.
It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man, René, is dressed in a Royal Carabinieri uniform. The girl is young and very pretty. She is smiling playfully at the camera.
Speaking of René, just remember that I didn't question the man right next to him, the happy guy who was munching on a sandwich.
René looks like he's about to smile. This photo must be tied to some good memories.
Why did you take that picture of René?
The lieutenant asks, glancing at the photo. Making an artistic photo collage. I'm gonna ask him about it.
You're really interested in that old soldier. Not sure I understand your fascination, but sure, as long as it doesn't take up a whole lot of time.
Well, for one, we have to find our way out of here, and I'm not sure how exactly we're gonna be doing that. Unless this one, you know, it's easy to figure out and it connects to the harbor entrance. So now that we open the gates, we basically like climb down. Oh, there is a way up here. You see faded industrial lettering on the platform. Kvalsund. Some money, nice. Not bad, not bad. Kvalsund means whale fjord in Arden.
Thank you, Encyclopedia. You're teaching me new things every day.
I see more money up there. Let's go, Kim. Let's go in. Oh, this is. Oh, I know exactly what this is. This is electrochemistry, is it not? The shipyard ahead is oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. This speaker tower is silent. There is no work to organize in the yard below. Why is this blue? A mask of oil and rust comes from the chasm in front of you. Smells like blood. Fallen Ultra Series gloves? For ultimate performance efficiency, these Fallen Ultra Series gloves come fingerless and with a gripey padding covering the palms, making this ideal for quadrupedal movement or for lifting cargo.
Yes, but what exactly is the half-light?
Let the body take control, threaten people? Yeah. Industrial-sized thermos. Smells like burnt coffee. Very good. We're getting back to 20.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
Communism much?
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along. The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisund on Muindi.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard.
The tiny man is so engaged in his work, he doesn't notice you. Hi!
Everard, 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 he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
The look in his deep blue eyes is as sincere as you've ever seen. Kind of makes you feel like an arsehole for no apparent reason.
I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
Actually, I am, yes.
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
He doesn't seem to be waiting for you to answer.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
You're Ubi, right?
Oh yes, born and raised in Arish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then, too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No, sir. Those are just nasty rumors.
Okay, I won't ask.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
Yes. Where is everyone? The harbor is empty.
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in.
He leans in with a confidential look.
We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
2 months? How do you even pay your bills?
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate.
Is he? Is he guarding the gate?
But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
He stops, but seems eager to tell you more. What trouble did Titus and his friends get into?
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business.
He smiles and leans closer.
Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off.
Don't go all bad cop on this simple, friendly fellow.
But what did they actually do?
I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hearties.
He called him Leo. I see what you did there, Kim. I see what you did. Okay, Leo. Let's hear about the fight you got into.
I remember I was the runt of the class. The bigger boys always used to pick on me. You see, I had a bit of a temper back in the day. Flew off the handle like nobody's business. But Mr. Everett and his brother always came to help. Once they beat old Noel Becker so bad he needed stitches on his head. Noel never started another fight with anyone after this. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar are real nice guys, mister. You should go talk to Mr. Everett. I'm sure you'll be good friends. He's friends with everyone around here.
You're never getting anything useful out of him. It's good enough you found out Everard has a brother called Edgar, and he helped Leo.
Do you work here?
Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo.
The little man raises his hand in a welcoming gesture.
I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
Miss Beaufort? Did Joyce give us a last name? I don't remember if she gave us a last name. I made a really stupid connection because of her name, Miss Beaufort. The lieutenant looks up at Leo.
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes I am, yes I am.
Stay on this Miss Beaufort topic.
Hold on. Who's this Miss Beaufort you mentioned?
Oh, Lizzie. She is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly.
Lizzie.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood. Knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure.
For a fraction of a second, there's sadness in his eyes.
If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids. Dr. Lemaitre said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years she has.
He sighs and falls silent, watching you meekly with his blue eyes.
Law school? Could she be talking about the union fixer?
The gardener!
AKA the gardener.
Yeah! Okay, so this is the union fixer, the gardener. I'm not asking him. Am I asking myself or am I asking him?
Looks like it.
Oh, I was asking him. Even better.
I'm not sure what a fixer is, but she is a real nice girl. Smart as a whip too.
The little guy smiles a disarming smile at you. Are you the Leo who wrote the note to make more banners?
Oh yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
What was it about the borscht?
Oh yes, I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
What do you mean by taking this soup to the men? Is it for striking?
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags.
Hold up. Who makes it at the whirling?
Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
We were right. He doesn't speak English. But Mayana does, and he is sitting right outside the gates. Something is off about this borscht. I'm going to look into it.
Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
He didn't actually understand what you meant, and now he's just nodding along.
What are you doing with the containers?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
He waves at the containers towering behind him. Logic, huh? I don't think we can get out of this conversation. This is a red check. It cannot be retried.
The containers in the yard
Nice.
are green in Wild Pine's livery, and the mountains rising behind Leo is all red in Union colors. It's like some red infection was spreading outwards from the container yard's core.
This looks like a massive redecorating operation, Kim.
Yes, they are hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debarders Union logo on them.
Leo, has anyone told you why you need to change the covers?
No, not really. Mr. Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell them to everyone.
It's true, you do. Thanks, Leo. You've been very helpful.
Oh, no trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all.
What's in that container over there? Point to the container suspended from the crane arm.
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
I'm looking for the leader of the dock workers' union.
Oh, you want Mr. Everett then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood.
Those are the twins, right? Oh boy, this is gonna be a doozy.
Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
Easy now, Leo. I just want to know where I can find this man.
Oh, Mr. Everett is where he always is. In his office, of course.
He points to the two joined containers on your right. Okay, I'm off.
Bye-bye now.
He returns to his work. What a nice dude.
Jamais vu. Derealization. Jamais vu. The opposite of déjà vu. Not already seen, but never seen. Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new, like some half-forgotten day in your childhood. Only now. That's the feeling you've been having. And for who knows how long. You should go and ask Joyce Messier about this. What world are we in? This is a fundamental question.
Oh. I like that. Ah! How far away are we from leveling up? Too far away. No, no, no. I need more. I need more. What's so special about the boars the strikers are eating? The cook in the whirling in rags is making it. You can find him in the kitchen. Look into it. We can talk to this man, though. Maybe we have to talk to Mañana first. The banner sags under the weight of rain and snow. White waves on red. Before we depart, oh yes, beautiful. I will keep having a look around here. Make sure we took everything there is to take. Can't interact with the rope, I don't think. There's also the crane. Are we supposed to interact with the crane, or am I going to make a boo-boo?
It's worth a try.
This is hanging from the crane. I'll save my game just in case I make something terrible happen. How the hell do I go down there? Take me. Take me to the crane.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marsh and Marsh. With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
That doesn't look very stable.
And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. This crane was built with a purpose, which has now been fulfilled. To move this container.
What's inside the container?
Who can say? All you know is, it's special.
I can't see how that was worth the wreckers, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Happy to be of service, Kim. Let's check it out.
Before you stands a cargo container, just one of many in the yard.
Lieutenant, I think there's something special about this container.
You do? Because I don't.
What? Why not?
There are 1 million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
I don't know, Kim. It just feels special.
It's a cargo container, Detective, just like all the others.
He doesn't even look at it.
We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to talk to the Union, right?
You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
Knock on the door.
No reply.
Persuade the door to open. I'll be back, door. I'll be back.
You're back before the cargo container.
No, no, no. So, hold up. I'm not sure why we did this, but we did it anyway. Why, hello there. Nice. So much money on the roof. Who keeps dropping this? I don't know. Whoever it is, thank you. Thank you very much. The coffee in the giant thermoses is still lukewarm. That's the guy. A stair made of pallets leading up. Is that a swordfish? Taxidermy fish that tells time. Tasteful.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you.
This face, though.
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you.
Are you in charge of the dock workers?
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
Dubois? He knows who we are, Kim. He knows.
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez.
The man relaxes into his chair and continues.
I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
You go ahead, detective.
The lieutenant nods at you, then the chair.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
I'd rather stand.
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
I don't sit. It's kind of my thing.
Very well, Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong convictions.
As he nods, his multiple chins move like ocean waves.
I, too, have convictions. One of which is that I will not engage with any man who won't face me at eye level. Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation. But until then, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave.
He turns back to his typewriter.
You're no Titan of Elysium, buddy. He's got you in a fork. Sit down or leave.
Damn it! Nobody plays by my rules! I hate it! Fine.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
He gives you a sly wink. Try to wink back. Remain serious.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Ouch! God damn it! Everything is trying to kill me.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
Which is funny because I think these two have the same voice actor. He points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's absolutely comically huge.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead. Take it.
He points at it. Again. Are you trying to bribe me?
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
25 real. That's it. You can take that comically large check and shove it up your ass. Wait, you know God?
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
Keep it. I'm good.
Okay, okay. I respect a man with principles. No handouts, then.
He crosses his arms on his ample midsection and sinks further into his chair.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun.
Why do they know this information?
The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
I gotta admit, I'm curious to know how he knows about it. How do you know about my lost gun?
I know everything, Harry. Right now, I know that you're worried. Don't be worried. Everything's going to be all right.
What is his deal?
It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
It's a red check. It cannot be retried. It is 17%. The chair is killing me. Kim?
Officer, we will deal with this later. We don't need Mr. Clare's help with this.
I second that.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Are we gonna die? Right here, right now, in Everett's chair.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
I'm not about to cry.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
The large man snaps his fingers, but to no effect. You're in some stupor. Keep sliding down the chair like a jello shot. Oh god. Don't show him weakness. You can do this. Take one of these things. We are fine. We're cool. There are no Harrys. Let your mind go to a safe place.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
I can't take this seriously with his answers, dude. Oh yeah, man, I'm fucking great. Keep sliding. Oh, God, I'm melting. What the fuck? Oh, God. God, actually, this chair is uncomfortable. I could use a glass of water.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
I've never heard Kim so serious before. Let's go, Kim. Knock him dead.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions.
But the chair is so uncomfortable.
It is about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
Sorry. I'm still picturing him melting down the chair like a jello, and it's killing me. Oh God. All right. There is so many things, and I don't know if it's good to ask everything. Let's talk about... Oh, no. I want to talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to discuss it with you. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
I sense there's a but.
But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines, incredibly talented at opening doors.
Kim? Is that true? Are we door-opening machines?
I'm not sure I understand. If you're asking us to break down someone's door, it's not going to happen.
Come now. I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing. Absolutely nothing shady about it.
When he says there's nothing shady about it, there's always something shady about it. There's definitely something shady about it.
The stars aligned into a cosmic frown here. He has your fate decided. Bide your time, however, and let the stars continue their course, and that frown shall turn into a smile. Only if you play along.
Why don't you just open it yourself?
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry?
Whose door is it?
Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
What do you mean, a weasel?
A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly.
He removes his glasses and rubs his nose.
Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
He puts his glasses back on. I bet you don't even know anything about the hanging.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez.
I can't accept this thing.
Of course, Harry, I understand. But if that's the case, I don't think we'll ever find your gun. Even worse, we won't be able to speak like equals about the murder. Perhaps this was just bad timing for you. Know that you can always come back to me. I really hope you do. For your sake, my sake, and for your gun's sake too.
Yes, we both understand what you meant.
This may be the only way, he thinks. I won't hold it against you. In fact, we probably should reconsider later.
Aren't you going to ask me how I got in?
Am I going to ask? Hell, Harry. You spin-kicked my strongest man in the face. I saw it from my window.
And I would do it again.
Would you ask a man like that how he got into your container yard?
You don't have a window.
It was a figure of speech, Harry. Of course I don't have a window. I'm in a container. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
You called me Mr. Dubois. Why?
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everard, I call you Harry.
So that's really my name.
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
I think the odds of that are very low.
My memory's just fine. I'm just testing you.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out. With my big fat folder.
Words flow like a river of honey from his lips.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
The lieutenant inspects Everett over his spectacles.
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
Where did you get that folder?
Ah, this? My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
I find that very suspicious. May I have a look?
I'm afraid this is meant for Union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you understand. Please continue, Harry.
Kim suspects something. Read shipping folders before. I hate talking to this man. This is a red check, though. Do it.
As you look at the folder, Everard covers it with his hand and pets it. He's hiding it from you because it's not a real RCM folder. It's just another one of those brown folders you saw in the file cabinet.
That's not an RCM folder.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something about them.
He got the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau. Like I said, now I'm actually a very busy man. So is there anything else I can do for you, Harry?
That means he doesn't really know anything about you. A pity. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
So the Census Bureau says my name is Harry Dubois.
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on.
What's in the container that's outside your office?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
There's something special about it. It was attached to the Kvalsund crane.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
No, it's a persuasion check. Sweet talking a door to open it. Oh god. Let's talk about my lost gun.
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Oh god. I really don't want to work with this guy. I don't trust him at all. Being bought from Roy's pawn shop. Hold on, could he really hold my gun hostage?
Who knows? Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get it back. And working with him might be the only way to do it.
I will not be blackmailed with his gun business.
Harry, Harry. I was only trying to be tactful. A lost gun is a dangerous thing. I can't have it around in my neighborhood. Kids could be playing gun roulette with it as we speak. Teenage gangs could be arming themselves. Get a hold of yourself, Harry.
I assure you, we are working on locating the missing sidearm as well.
The lieutenant is concerned about the lost gun and feels that the fact you haven't prioritized looking for it is unfortunate, if inevitable, and doesn't put the RCM in a good light.
Excellent, Mr. Kitsuragi. That's excellent news. Looks like we have a friendly gun-finding competition on our hands.
So, let me get this straight. Does Kim find it agreeable to do this guy a favor? In order for me to get my gun back? Because, honestly... No matter how you see it, it's blackmail. Maybe this guy wants us to frame someone. How do we know? How do we know that this guy didn't murder the guy downstairs? We don't know that. Everett, I'm going to leave now, but we might talk again later.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
He reaches into his drawer and pulls out a plastic card. Great. We don't want to get stuck in here.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry.
I am not. Good Lord. Kim, I need assistance, Kim. No. God damn it. Gotta be an easier way to get out of this place. And going back and forth. Yeah, the layout is nuts. We can try... we can try convincing the door to open by talking sweet little nothings into its ears.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
It's still 3%. That didn't improve by much.
+1 erratic, yet thorough, +1 been in the world for 2 days. Man. Experience 99 out of 100. You gotta be shitting me, dude. You gotta be shitting me. Give me that level. How dare you? Let's go, Kim. I'm so done with this guy's bullshit. Let's go home. I see that double clicking solves a lot of problems. Alright, this should do it. We're free! Is this guy still... Oh, he's back! Alright, he has returned. Let's...
I don't want to talk to him.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
Was, nice enough.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains.
He nods solemnly, then turns to you, a wide smile adorning his face.
Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Any idea who killed the hangman?
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
He shakes his head solemnly. Let's change the topic.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his hair.
Nothing new here. We could attempt talking to the chef. Or talking to this man. I thought we opened the gates. Perhaps we didn't open the gates, not very much, but we have access now. Worker shift card. That's not the one, is it? What was the one? Didn't he give me a card? It's definitely not this one, I think. Isn't this the one we stole? This is the one we stole from the dock worker. Let's get rid of our bottles. I don't have much, but it's still something.
The tear machine stands in the corner. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle.
It's just 80 cents, though. It wasn't much. I need more. It's already 5 p.m. Jeez. The other entrance. Ba, 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 ba. There are so many things I want to do.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
What is in that borscht you're making there?
The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his, and then seems to wait for you to speak.
Sorry, I don't understand you.
Just one word. Sounds quizzical. Then he awaits your answer, with his brow arched.
Yes?
Borscht need more vodka?
He picks up a bottle from the shelf.
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move by the Union.
Vodka borscht! I love it, Bratan! Turn it the fuck up and then ask for some yourself!
Horrific necktie! You've been there for so long and you haven't said a word! Welcome back, I missed you.
Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg.
No vodka! Turn your fingers counterclockwise. Cut it! Cut it!
The cook gives you a long, disappointed look, then turns the stove off and seems to wait for you to speak.
Leo said you're friends with Mañana. Is that true? Oh, whoa. Hold on a second. One second. We have a skill point And there is something I need to do. Some kind of superstar. I have no idea why this is good. Or the art degree. Some kind of superstar. This will only take 1 hour. And this will take 7. I'll do the 7 one. Let's do the 7. Koldo Mama Dakwa, welcome to the party. Hopefully you are useful, because you will take a long time to research.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
Leo said you're friends with Mañana, is that true?
The mention of Mañana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again. They're friends.
We could go back to Renee and ask about the photo. Do we have to do this today? Return to the Hardy Boys with more evidence. We have some, but I don't know. I'm not so sure. I spend my ability point on something that I shouldn't have. Didn't have to ask Gard about something. I don't remember anymore.
Can I help you?
No. Not at the moment. I haven't been doing a lot of investigating the body business. I don't remember where the old people were. Finally, it's not as foggy. Did we have some checks with her as well? Worth checking out. Shadows on the water. Green plants under the calm surface.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
I've got more questions about reality.
More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Ooh. Whoa. 92%. I should save my
Glad
game.
to have been of assistance.
Hold on, ma'am. Save it.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? More lessons in basic
92%.
reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Plus 12, zamez-vous.
What is all of this? The scent, the sound, the air.
What world is this?
What world? The only one, I suppose. The world of matter. And its pale antipode.
The camera of her mind glides over the surface of the water.
What do you see?
Great bodies of water. Forest-covered surfaces. Clusters of light where the cities lie. You've seen the montage. We all have. This world is enough. There is a term of endearment they coined for it, in the DeLorean century, when humanity was high on this world, discovering more and more of it, these archipelagos included. Elysium.
What is it? Elysium. The world needs a term of endearment.
It does. There are those who would call it hell.
What is hell?
A term of hatred that originates, like many such things, with the Mesk petro-fascists.
Petrophasis? I've never heard this term before in my life. I don't feel like I've got the whole picture yet.
Oh, you want a picture of the world? There is no complete set yet, dear. They're having some trouble reaching orbit.
How come?
Great things are difficult to achieve. For now, we're viewing the world from the inside, sideways.
Inside sideways? What shape is this world then?
We used to think it was a sphere, but that is beginning to look less and less likely by the day. You wouldn't know it from the tabloids, but the ORG nations have been launching weather balloons into the lower ionosphere since the 30s.
ORG, Occident Reverschol-Grad.
There's a steadily increasing trickle of images. Between the big three scientific contributors, they're piecing together a dark grey corona.
A dark grey corona?
Yes. Pale covers 72% of the surface. There are grey flares and prominences, even arcs above entire isolas. The images are blurry, but if there was a sphere in there, it certainly looks like it fractured a long time ago.
A cold fear seeps into you.
The pale. And what do you mean, corona?
They say there is a rarefied envelope of matter surrounding the darkened disk of our planet. That is, if we are still living on a planet. Or, to speak more plainly, imagine vast swathes of land disrupted by nothingness. I am sorry, dear. It must sound quite terrifying through the acute encephalopathy. Even scientific positivism isn't entirely convinced about what we're dealing with here. But this is one of the greatest questions of our time. Maybe when they get the complete set together, it will jolt us out of our rut, bring us together, however naive it may sound.
A fractured corona doesn't feel like it's gonna bring anyone together.
You have misimagined it. I don't have the power to convey to you the effect and geometry of the images that depict our world from below low orbit. It's like the crowning of the world. It's insane. Very disco. You'd love it.
Well, if you say it's disco.
See? Everyone finds something worth holding on to in this world, however wasted its opportunities.
Suddenly, you're conscious of yourself standing there, on whatever this all is. Your arms hang down by your sides. The lieutenant observes you both, silently. He adjusts his glasses.
Can we do this? $58 is a good deal.
Glad to have been of assistance. You're back. Good.
Legendary.
What can I help you with? More lessons in basic reality?
Esprit de corps.
My favorite part of the day. Go ahead. Ask me anything.
6 kilometers southwest, in the Valley of Dogs, Junior Officer Chad Tilbrook takes aim at a rabid black dog licking its wounds in the grass. To his left, his partner, Emil Mullins, whispers, "You heard what happened to Tequila Sunset in Martinez?" "Yes, he lost his mind," Tilbrook answers, fingers on the trigger. "Don't worry, Emil." He pulls it out slowly. Slowly now. He'll find it again. We always do.
What,
You? You're an officer of the RCM.
The Reverschol Citizens Militia?
Preciso mundo.
Good, and what is the Reverschol Citizens Militia?
Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforcement body of post-revolutionary Revachol, Detective.
Yes, we are the Revachol Citizens Militia.
You said de facto.
Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight of international law, both at the behest of the coalition government and to its chagrin.
What do you mean?
The RCM's responsibilities are defined by the Emergency, Wayfarer and Aliments Acts, 3 pieces of legislation keeping the city in a, let's be honest, laissez-faire stasis to the benefit of foreign capital.
All 3 are good to know when we are out policing.
So I'm basically one of the good guys.
There's nothing basic about your role, Detective. It's true that the RCM keeps everything the way our seemingly permanent provisional rulers like it.
She leans in.
Yet, on the other hand, I know these people. I deal with them daily. Let me tell you, dear, they are not fans of you.
Why?
The post-revolutionary decade was a disaster for the coalition government. Revachol in the 20s was hell, especially on the west side of the river. Gang warfare, a botched privatization scheme, a nuclear pile meltdown. They called it the international zone because no nation wanted to claim responsibility. The RCM restored peace where the coalition failed, a true blue citizens' initiative. They will never forgive you.
That's somewhat of an exaggeration. In reality, ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement. Revacholians get to keep the peace in Revachol, and the coalition doesn't have to worry about it. Anyway, sorry to intrude. Please continue.
Yes, Lieutenant. Permit me to conclude with this. Who you are, to me, is the police. The only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol.
Thank you, ma'am.
And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality, well, I'm here to help.
You said pale. What is pale?
The Pale is not, technically speaking, part of reality.
Yes. Also, I think we've had enough excitement for today. Remember, we have a cadaver to attend to.
Okay, Kim, fine.
Of course, Lieutenant. Let's try something else.
The lieutenant glances at you from the corner of his eye.
What did I do now?
Was he just worried that you would find out something awful?
Ask for Kim to step away? I don't want to... No, that's all for now.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
The little that you know... This lady is 10 times better than my encyclopedia. Thank you, that's all. Alright, let's take a break. And I will see you on the next episode of Disco Elysium. Until then, thank you everyone for watching, have fun, whatever you do. Take care of yourselves, and do not forget, keep on gaming. I will see you all next time.